Okay. Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Thank you all for Hello. Thank you all for coming to the International Education Center's 6th annual English speech contest. My name is Yutaro Dendo, and I will be the MC for this event. To begin this year's English speech contest, Jacob Peterson, Associate Professor of Iwate University's International Education Center, will give us his opening remarks.
Welcome everybody. I'm glad that you came. I know some of you might be very nervous giving a presentation, or speech I should say. I understand it's difficult to do a speech in your own language. To do it in a second language is even more difficult. So we are very happy to see you challenge yourselves and try your best. Don't worry, you don't have to be perfect. This is just a good experience to try using English and help you in your future possible. So I'm glad this has been our 5th or 6th year doing this, 6th year. I wish to be more audience, but at least the numbers are increasing at least. That's always nice to see. But thank you very much, and we look forward to listening to your speeches.
I'd like to begin by introducing our judges. Please hold your applause until I have introduced all of them. First, we have Dr. Jim Smiley, a professor in the Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences. And second, we have Mr. Jacob Peterson, Associate Professor of Iwate University's International Education Center. Thanks for making the time to be judges at our speech contest today. Let's all give them a hand. Now, before we begin, I have a few announcements I'd like to make. First, please turn off or silence your phones. Okay. I'd also like to remind everyone of the 4-minute time limit for speeches. After 3 minutes, the bell will ring once. Okay. And again at 4 minutes. You may finish your speech, but everything after 4 minutes will not be included in evaluations. You may also receive a reduction in points depending on how long you go over. Now, without further ado, I'd like to begin this year's English speech contest. First, I'd like to introduce each of our speakers in the order of today's English speech contest. These 7 contestants have worked hard to craft the speeches we will hear today. Again, please wait to clap until I have introduced all 6 of them. No, sorry, 7 of them. First, we have Kotobuki Sota from the first year Faculty of Education. Second, we have Yui Tojo from the second year Faculty of Education. Third will be Tomoka Sotoshita from the first year Faculty of Education. Fourth is Sayaka Suzuki from the second year Faculty of Education. Fifth will be Hayato Takesue from the first year Faculty of Education. And sixth speaker will be Rena Yoshida from the first year Faculty of Education. And our 7th speaker, Rin Oyanagi from the first year Faculty of Education. Let's give them all a hand. We are looking forward to hearing your speeches. Okay, first off will be Sota Kotobuki. Please come. Yes.
First, imagine this. When you wake up tomorrow, AI writes response card, and AI writes response card helps you exam and graduate with excellent grades. It is not science fiction. It's our reality. So let you ask some dangerous question. Why are we sitting in this place? Why are we still paying tuition? Some say universities will be obsolete, but I don't think so. Sorry, I forget my script. Sorry. Sorry, すいません、飛びました。
It's alright, just relax.
Thank you.
The value of higher education.
Thank you. The value of higher education is not dying; it is liberated. The AI can teach us all the answer, but AI can't teach us which question are truly worth asking. So now let me share a quick personal stories. Okay. Recently, the rise of AI generates is. Recently, the rise of AI generates like ChatGPT and Gemini. Doing thanks to these AI, we can more easily doing school university assignments. Please help me.
Doing university assignments has become easier than ever. To be honest, I have used them a few times myself.
Okay, so thank you. To be honest, I have used few times, but and dear professors, I bet you have looked at the student paper and thought, wow, this kid just copy pasted this from AI. Please be gentle with us. but our life is so busy, so kind for us, okay? But sorry, one more please.
But jokes aside.
Okay. But jokes aside, let's get back to the point. The real question we must ask ourselves is, are we truly okay with this? Are we truly okay with this? Okay, next.
To put it bluntly.
Staying same is this sentence. The AI can.
The debate, should it be university versus AI?
Sorry, thank you. The debate shouldn't be AI versus university. It must be AI university adopt AI. So we need professors to. We don't need professors to read textbooks aloud, but we need them to challenge our bias and guide our ethics and how to teach us how to navigate the ocean of data AI generates. So, ladies and gentlemen, the AI cannot replace universities, But however, the universities that do not adapt, the change will be swept away by the wave of change and disappear. So let us not fear the technology, but let us not fear technology, but embrace it as a mirror that reflects our truly human nature. Okay, so the future of AI, the future of education is not written in textbooks, but built in right here, in this place, okay, in this place, and it made by or will evolve. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Iwate, a second-year student in the Faculty of Education. Today, I will share my opinion about the question: is social media dangerous, and should it be regulated? It is true that social media has dangerous aspects. However, I do not think strict regulation is the best solution. Instead of that, I believe that people should use it carefully and responsibly. First, let me talk about the dangerous sides of social media. One serious problem is online harassment. Some people post hurtful or false content without thinking carefully about how they affect others. A single post can reach thousands of people in minutes, even if it is completely untrue or unethical. Another danger is that social media allows us to connect with strangers, and sometimes this can be real-world crimes. Also, online tools have been used to recruit people for illegal part-time jobs. I have experienced a small but dangerous situation on Instagram before. One night, a fake account pretending to be my favorite Japanese actor Ryohei Suzuki followed me a few times. I realized it was a fake account, but that experience taught me that we always have to be careful. However, social media has many positive aspects. People can share their opinions, access new information quickly, and connect with people across borders and cultures around the world. These opportunities are very valuable. So, social media should be regulated. In my opinion, strict regulation is not the answer. Expressing our thoughts and knowing others' ideas are essential for a democratic society. If we made strict regulation, the positive power of social media will disappear. In June, the British government banned the use of social media for children until they turn 16. To be honest, I cannot agree with this approach, because if children don't use social media, they cannot use social media appropriately when they become adults. So, in conclusion, social media has both dangerous and positive aspects. each of us needs to think carefully about how we use social media. If I use it responsibly, we can enjoy its benefits while avoiding its dangers. Thank you for listening.
Hello everyone, I am Tomoka Satoshita. Today I will talk about, is social media dangerous and should it be regulated? Do you think social media is dangerous? I don't think it is dangerous for people who have self-control. However, I think it should be regulated just until elementary school students. First, I think social media is usually a useful tool for people. We can get information even if we don't experience it. Also, we can relax by looking at words, photos, and works posted by many people. On the other hand, many children and some adults don't have self-control. If such people use social media, some people might hooked on it by being attracted by some games or movies. Others might be not able to stop chatting with friends because they don't want to leave their friends out. This is all smartphone addiction. This leads to a lack of sleep or being unhealthy. Adults might have to use it at their own risk, but children should be protected from these problems. Then, how can we tackle it? In my opinion, the government should mandate elementary school students' parents to set a time limit on their children's smartphones, such as an hour. By doing this regulation, many children's lifestyles will get much better. Also, the parents should support building self-control in children too. Set time and security limits on their smartphones and make some rules about using smartphones with their children. This leads letting them learn self-control and information literacy. Also, I think it is early for elementary school students to control gaming or chatting with friends at their own smartphones. So it is important for these children to play in a variety of ways, outside or inside, and chat with their friends and parents directly and not to be exposed to blue light. Therefore, I suggest that the government make new rules for elementary school students not to use the smartphone too much. Also, the parents should make children to follow the new regulations to protect physical and mental health of children. Thank you.
Hello everyone. So my name is Sayaka Suzuki. Today I'm going to talk about potential for university education. So from my perspective, as a university student majoring in education, so even though it is the very age of AI, but I think a university education is of paramount importance. In the first place, universities serve as places to cultivate various ways of thinking. and acquiring the capacity for interpersonal collaboration and so on. As a university student, I realized that I have made extensive progress because the university education helped me to obtain multifaceted abilities. University students have many opportunities to discuss. It helps them to think critically and broaden their mind, broaden their horizon, and gain new insights. On the other hand, is it possible that AI does the same thing? The answer is no. Why is that? Nothing out of the ordinary. Just because artificial intelligence merely replicates existing existing linguistic patterns, lacking the capacity to cultivate, capacity to obtain genuine and intellectual depth. As a consequence, reliance on AI in education risks producing individuals who possess vast information but lack critical thinking or critical analysis and emotional intelligence. So, to sum up, a university education provides lessons full of humanity that AI cannot. And so the AI cannot. So, and sorry, I can.
It is.
Yes, it is not just knowledge that necessary for individuals. Instead, what matters is so just interacting with others, thereby looking at things from a new perspective. It is crucial to recognize that. Variety is the spice of life. I strongly believe that a university education is incomparable in that it has a charm that can only be found there. Thank you very much.
Before I begin, let me ask you a question. What is the first things do you do when you wake up in the morning? Do you check your smartphone? I think most of us probably do. Today, internet issues have been discussed for a long time. However, they have become more common in recent years instead of being solved. So, I'll speak about the need for SNS regulation. First of all, we can't live without using smartphone. This is because smartphone is so useful for searching for information and communicating with your friends and expressing our opinion. Despite these benefits, there are a lot of problems on the internet. For instance, the number of children who are addicted to social media is rapidly increasing because they spend too much time on their smartphone. Actually, social media platforms are designed to maximize user engagement through notification and recommended algorithm. Social media addiction leads to a lack of sleep and less time for studying. What is worse, they are constantly checking or thinking about notification even if they are in class. According to the survey conducted by Mobile Society Research Institute, the average smartphone usage time in teens and 20s is about 7 hours a day. The largest proportion is 4 hours spent on social media, such as YouTube or TikTok. I am no exception.
I'm often surprised by checking my screen time because I use smartphone over 10 hours a day by watching YouTube and playing games. In short, they find it difficult to concentrate on many aspects of their lives. In addition, cyberbullying has become a serious problem not only in schools but also throughout society as online harassment. I think this is because they can insult others with hiding their identities online. Online harassment damage people's mental health and self-esteem, and moreover, it leads to anxiety and depression and social withdrawal. Thus, I believe some regulations on the internet is necessary. For example, setting time limits for young users could help decrease social media addiction, and stronger identity verification, such as linking accounts to official IDs like driver's license, could help decrease online harassment. Social media is a useful tool for communication and self-expression, but freedom should come with responsibility. So we need to find a balance between freedom and safety so that everyone can use these platforms in a healthier and safer way. The purpose of regulation is not to ban social media, but to create safer online environment for everyone. Thank you for listening.
Hello everyone, I'm Lena. Today I will talk about what can Japan do to fix the population decline issue. Currently, Japan is facing a serious population decline issue. How can we move towards a solution? As the population declines, the number of taxes and social insurance contribution on the working generation increases. Many workers experience long working hours, stress, and financial pressure. As a result, some young people feel that it is difficult to start a family or raise children. In addition, a shortage of childcare workers has led to problems such as long waiting lists for daycare centers and a lack of childcare services in some areas. Because of these issues, many people do not feel confident about raising children. As a result, even if young people hope to have children someday, many hesitate to start a family. They worry about the financial difficulties and whether they will be able to provide their children with a happy and secure life. I think many young people share these concerns. Like many young people, I hope to have a family and children someday. However, I sometimes wonder whether I will be able to provide my children with a happy and secure life. Population decline is not just a problem for the government. It is also a problem that affects young people like me because it is closely connected to our future and the society we live in. Therefore, I believe that the Japanese government should provide support so that young people can build families with confidence. For example, financial support, improved childcare services, and a better work-life balance are essential. These measures would help create a society where people do not have to give up on their dream of having a family and raising children. As a future teacher, I believe that every child is precious because they are the ones who will shape Japan's future. Although teachers cannot directly solve the problem of population decline, they can support children and create an environment where every child feels valued and respected. I hope to become a teacher who encourages children to confident. I hope to become a teacher who encourages children to dream about the future with hope and confidence. The key is not to pressure people into having more children. Instead, we should create a society where people do not have to give up on their dream of having a family and raising children. I believe that creating a kinder society for children and young people will lead to a brighter future for Japan. Thank you for listening.
Hello everyone, I'm Rin Oyanagi. My title is Supporting Families for a Better Future. Japan is facing a declining population. Why is this happening? And what can Japan do to change it? Today, I would like to focus on the declining birth rate. According to the Ministry of Health, Labor and Welfare, Japan's population has been decreasing gradually since the 1980s. Since the 2010s. In addition, the number of births has been decreasing gradually since the 1980s. To solve this issue, I think that Japan needs to improve its child care and financial support to families with children. I found official government statistics on women's labor. The employment rate of women aged 25 to 29 was about 40% in 1975, but it rose to 70% in 2011. Similarly, the rate of women aged 30 to 34 increased from 40% to about 60%. As more women pursue their careers, it is becoming difficult for many couples to balance their careers with child rearing. Many young couples who have just started working do not earn enough money to maintain a stable lifestyle. Thus, they postpone having children, even though they want to start a family. For example, in Morioka, Iwate, the local government provides mothers and their children with aftercare. They can make use of postpartum daycare or postnatal residential care. However, some couples give up having or raising children due to a lack of money. They need continuous financial support. My mother told me that although she received a lump sum childbirth allowance of about 400,000 yen when I was born, she still needed more financial support for education and living expenses. Regarding living expenses, she spent a particularly large amount of money on diapers, powdered milk, and clothes. Therefore, I think that the Japanese government ought to provide adequate economic subsidies, not only before couples have children, but also after childbirth. In conclusion, I believe that the key to solve the issue is to create a society where people can raise children, regardless of their financial concerns. I want to have children in the future, so I hope that everyone in Japan can have and raise children without worrying about money. Thank you.
This concludes the speech portion of this event. Let's give another round of applause to our participants. What wonderful speeches. Now, the judges will given some time to discuss. Then we ask that you stay in this room or outside in maybe 20 minutes. So we will start again at 6? Okay. In third place is Hayato Takasue. Please come in the front.
Good job. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, good job. Good job.
In second place is Rin Oyanagi. And in first place is Rena Yoshida.
You're welcome. Good job.
Thank you. But of course, that's not all. We would like to extend our appreciation to all of this year's participants. Ms. Yui Tojo, please come in the front.
This is not in any order, okay? Here you go. Thank you very much. I feel tall, I'm sorry. Should I squat down? No, it's fine. I got it. Thank you very much.
Sota Kotobuki, please come in the front.
You're recording me. Oh, great. Well, sorry, here you go. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Good job.
And Sayaka Suzuki. And Tomoka Suzushita. Thank you, everyone. Next, let's hear some comments from the Dr. Smiley.
Okay, so thank you very much. No notes. First of all, congratulations to all the speakers. You did a great job. You're very brave to stand up here and give an English speech. In Japanese, I would hate it. Like, oh no. You're very, very brave. So it's a really good thing to do. I hope you. Well, we had fun. I want to make a few comments about English speeches, and maybe this might help you in the future. I don't like the format of writing a speech and then standing and remembering and saying the speech. There's a contact with the audience which is missing. If you just simply memorize, there's always a sense of, I've got to remember the words. What are the words? What? And that contact is lost. So things like the gestures with the hands or with the eyes, or looking at the people and looking at the faces and to see, are they getting my meaning? Are they understanding me? Are they on board? Are they with me? If you don't do that, then it's like, and we lose a lot. So I want to say one more thing, just one more thing. And I think today's winner showed this the best. Now, when you write a speech, there you go. When you write a speech, you often use difficult words. And there's a difference between writing English and spoken English. If you write difficult words, it sounds like a book. It sounds like you're reading a book. It's not actually someone speaking. So it sounds artificial. It sounds a little bit strange. It's much better to write what you say. You say, okay, I want to say this, and record it, type it out, and fix the grammar. Then it comes more naturally from you. And that sense was very clear in the winner today. It was very more direct. If you have difficult words, now, for example, what was that really good example? I want to show you. What was it?
Postnatal?
Yeah, that's a good example. What is postnatal? Do you know postnatal? You might know. You might know, yes?
After birth. Right?
Yeah, don't answer. It's a rhetorical question. Rhetorical. Don't answer, yeah? You studied that word for your speech, right? You didn't know it. Your audience don't know it. So you can't use that word in a speech. So if we use difficult words when we're writing speeches, it may look good in the paper, it's good to read, but it doesn't come across as a speech very well. And a lot of people today, I felt, it was a bit difficult. But the winner was, this may sound terrible, please forgive me, yeah? It's not about having great English. It's about having direct and clear English. So maybe the winner wasn't the best English user. I don't know. But the winner had the best, most direct, the easiest to understand, the most, oh yeah, I get it, oh, I get it all the time. The other ones, many other ones, had lots of difficult words like, they don't know. And the audience are going, oh, I don't know, yeah. We missed that connection. So that's all I want to say. For next time, please remember that. But again, last time, before I say goodbye, I want to thank the organizers today as well. Lucas and, what's your name again? You're Tomoko?
Yutaro.
I know, Yutaro, with his star on his cheek. And everyone, and of course, I don't know who are you? Hazuki. Hazuki. Thank you for helping today. And of course, Jake. Yeah. Thank you very much, and that's it. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you, Dr. James Malley. Finally, I'd like us to all get around and take a group photo with, like, everyone.